Sabine Pass is a small town on the coast of Texas, 10 miles east of Port Arthur and about 45 miles northeast of Galveston. The church, fellowship hall, and parsonage are lined up just off the main street of town.
Sabine Pass is located at the most southern point of the right side of Texas, and we are only about 2 miles inland from the Gulf of Mexico.
Unfortunately, 2 major hurricanes have hit this town in the last 4 years.
A typical Sunday morning at Sabine Pass involved always a late start. Our parishioners come just a little bit late every Sunday, and the service is traditional somewhat, and then long about children's church time, after I've spoken to the young disciples, the teacher would take them out into the other room and have Sunday school. It was a fun morning.
Hurricane Rita came ashore on September 24th, 2005. After Rita, Reverend Key and the Sabine Pass congregation quickly got the church and fellowship hall into shape to host teams and reach out to the community. Work teams stayed there and in a building across the street.
The North Texas Conference has worked on every home in Sabine Pass that had had repair after Rita. They've had a part in helping us to restore most everything there, especially our church and the homes in the community.
Nearly 3 years later to the day, reports of Hurricane Gustav and Hurricane Ike started arriving.
So we knew that it was coming ashore, and we were in direct line of it like a day and a half or 2 days before it actually came in, and we were in Sabine Pass.
Hurricane Ike's center hit just south of Galveston as a Category 2. Sabine Pass was in the devastating northeast quadrant of Hurricane Ike, which made landfall nearby on September 13th, 2008. Every structure in the community of about 500 persons that was not elevated off the ground was severely damaged, destroyed, or washed away. Hurricane Ike's storm surge in Sabine Pass topped out at about 14 feet, according to the National Weather Service. Damage to the church was substantial.
For many, many years, these 2 buildings were actually, they're going to be the oldest buildings in town, very, very possibly. They were built in the late 50s, early 60s, and could be the oldest buildings left in town.
Our volunteer and mission project for annual conference is to help this small church by helping them to raise the funds to elevate the church to new heights, literally. The sanctuary and the education buildings both have to be raised 16 feet above sea level. If every church in the North Texas Conference gave $250 toward this project, the total amount would be raised.
The relationships that we have made are what have kept this from being such a tragedy, because there's, as my congregation says, there's been so many blessings of so many relationships made.
The town of Sabine Pass has a 170-year history. After 2 devastating hurricanes, most communities would simply fold. Not Sabine Pass. These resilient folks are rebuilding their town with elevated homes and businesses. Richard Burnham, the district superintendent of the Sabine Pass area, says the United Methodist Church there has been at the heart of renewal and restoration. The congregation will find a way to raise the church facilities because they believe God is calling them to remain Christ's presence in this community.